Good day, everyone. So, this is Alvin again from the Philippines. So, today we are going to talk about my top five favorites, and this is also my final prediction for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageants. And thank you as well to those who sent me a message in my Instagram account requesting that I should make my personal commentaries and list of favorites for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant. So before we proceed, Nepal did very well last year in international pageants, although they didn't win, but it's fine because most of their representatives placed. And in Miss World last year, they sent the amazing Shrinka Nakatiwada, which was also my favorite last year for Miss Nepal 2019. She finished top 12 in Miss World. They also sent Manita Devkota in Miss Universe, who amazingly placed in the top 10. Ronali Amatia went to Miss International, but unfortunately she didn't place. And the amazing Priya Sigdel competed in Miss Earth 2018 and finished as one of the top 18 finalists. So pretty much Nepal made a 75% success when it comes to placing in these international pageants. Now this year, for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageants, they will be giving five crowns actually: Universe, World, International, Supranational, and Miss Earth. So five of them will go to these pageants, so which means I will be announcing my top five favorites and of course my bets to go to these different pageants. And I also have one alternate, which I will be discussing later. So for now, let's go ahead and talk about my final prediction for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant. But before we proceed, don't forget to like the video, leave your comments as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and share the video because you will see more of my predictions and commentaries and reviews of different international pageants because pageant season is going to begin very soon. So let's begin and talk about Miss Nepal 2019. Okay, so for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant, I have very few resources because most of what I see online doesn't reveal much about the ladies. So I will be basing everything based on what I saw only. But I'm also very thankful to Livon, which is the main sponsor of the Miss Nepal pageant, because they have actually uploaded a lot of videos which really helped me analyze some of the ladies on their personalities, the way they talk and the way they present themselves. So I really love that. So I really wish that Miss Nepal will show more of their contestants in the future editions, and it will be a benefit for us as well, from other countries who are following the pageant, because it will allow us to see more of the ladies that are competing, so we could also give our feedbacks about the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant. So my number 6, or my alternate favorite that did not make into my top 5, is representative number 1, Nisha Pathak. She's 22 years old. The main reason why I did not include her in my top 5 is she only stands 5'4", which I believe is very short for a pageant contestant. So I really, if only she's taller, she would actually make into my top 5 favorites because she's beautiful, she can express herself very well, and she's very confident. It's just the height itself is one of my major issue. I'm not sure if Miss Nepal got some height requirement, but I would really love to see some height requirement in the next edition, at least 5'6" and above. So my favorite for Miss Supranational Nepal 2019 is candidate number 12, Rose Lama. She's 20 years old and she stands 5'7". I actually still sense a little bit of shyness in her aura, but if trained very well when it comes to personality, attitude, confidence, and styling, and of course when it comes to their walk, I believe she's got potential because she is very transformable. And I believe among all my 5 favorites, she is the most suitable for the Miss Supranational 2019 pageant to be the representative of Nepal. Next, my bet for Miss Earth Nepal 2019 is candidate number 6, Anushka Shrestha. I think she's representative from Miss Nepal Oceania, so I'm not really sure if she is from Australia and moved to Nepal just to compete in the pageant. So I'm not clarified about that, but she's giving us that Australian accent, which I really love. Another thing that I see about Anushka is that she's got a lot of potential. She's very transformable. She speaks very well. And also, I just need the same comment with Rose Lama. I would love to see some more confidence, because when she introduced herself during the introduction video that I have watched, there are still times where she is hesitating a little bit. So that's one thing that I would love to see about her. But again, among all my favorites, she is so far the most appropriate to be sent to the Miss Earth pageant. Next is my bet for the Miss International Nepal 2019 title, and my bet is candidate number 4, Rima Basnet. She is 22 years old, and most of the based on the Livon videos that I have watched, their journey through the Miss Nepal pageant, there's actually a lot of scenes where she is being interviewed, and I actually love her physical features. She's very beautiful. I love her long hair, and she looks very tall as well. And based on what we see here, she stands 5'8", but she actually looked a lot taller. And again, same commentaries, more on confidence and personality as well, because most of the ladies competing this year, I don't want to criticize, but most of the ladies competing this year are very shy and not confident about themselves. It's like they are here for an experience, but they are not here to win. Some aren't even sure on what they're going to say or on what they're going to talk about. So that's one thing that they really need to work on, especially Rima Basnet, because overall the potential is there. I just need to see a little bit of confidence and personality to shine from her. But as of the moment, she is my favorite, my third favorite, and my bet for the Miss International Nepal 2019 title. Next, my bet for the Miss Universe Nepal 2019 pageant. This is actually most of the ladies are aiming for this title. But based on the candidates that I have seen, my bet for the Miss Universe Nepal 2019 title is candidate number 3, Sophia Bhujel. She's 23 years old. She stands 5'7". And I have seen some of her interviews when they are applying for the pageant, and she was asked which pageant she wanted to go, and she said she wanted to go to Miss Universe. And I kind of agree with some of the comments online that there are some angles and some features of her where she looked like Miss Colombia, Andrea Tovar. But of course, we wanted her to be herself and to create her own image. But I am really in love with the personality that she is showcasing. She speaks very well also. And of course, I have not seen how they walk, because the Miss Nepal pageant didn't show any of it. But based on what I have seen, I believe she is the most appropriate for the Miss Universe Nepal 2019 pageant, which I'm also very happy, because it seems that most of the people in the social media really wanted her to go to Miss Universe as well. So she might have something that makes her fit and liked by the Nepalese to go to the Miss Universe pageant. And my bet to win the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant, which will also go to the Miss World pageant, is candidate number 10, Pradeepta Hikari, 23 years old, and she stands 5'7". My goodness. Based on the video that I have seen, the Livon journey, where everyone is auditioning and everything, she just stood out right away when the camera hits her. I'm actually wondering who that girl is, and I was expecting, am I missing something, or did this girl did not qualify the top 25, because I cannot find her. And then I have to read through the comments. I have to find out who she is, because there's no name. And then I could keep on watching the Livon journey, and finally I saw her being interviewed, and her name flashed on the screen, and that's it. Predicta Hikari, and she speaks very well. Of all the candidates competing this year, and based on the audition that I have seen, she is by far the most polished, well prepared physically. I also love her confidence. You can really see and you can really sense that she is coming to this competition to win, and she is really coming strong, and I'm very very happy because actually she's got a lot of qualities to go to an international pageant, and I will be very disappointed if she will not be given any crowns this year, because she surely needs to go to an international pageant. This year, I don't want to offend the Miss Nepal pageant, but there's a lot of weak candidates this year, and Pradeepta is a diamond in the rough with with a lot of training, and because there's still a lot of time before before the finals of the major pageants. So if trained properly, if styled properly, then Pradeepta could actually do very very well and make Nepal very proud. I am betting her for Miss World, but she's also got a quality. She's also got something in her that is also appropriate for Miss Universe. So either way, as long as she goes to any of these two pageants, I'm very happy. So those are my predictions. Those are my top 5 bets and my alternate for the Miss Nepal 2019 pageant. So if I have missed some of the strong contenders in your eyes, please comment them down below. And don't forget to like the video again, share the video as well, especially if your favorites are on my list. And then again, the most important of all, don't forget to subscribe. So thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.